Greetings to all our valued clients. Welcome to GKFXPrime Analysis and Education YouTube channel. This is Alan Hong, market analyst of GKFXPrime. I'm gonna share my daily analysis for Tuesday, today, 11th of July. So first of all, let's review the major market movement. And the first instruments, we are looking at the USD JPY in daily chart. So the Japanese yen was seesaw in a narrow band on Tuesday morning in Asia, traded at 114.2 by middle of the morning and gaining some lost ground a day after hitting 4-month lows against the US dollars, with most Asian currencies remaining subdued. As for the US dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a trade weights basket of 6 major currencies, it was up 0.06% to 95.87 at middle of the morning in Asia. So the dollar was rose against a basket of the major currencies on Fridays after data showing that the US economy created jobs at a robust pace last month, supported the expectations for a third rate hike by the February of this year. So the US economy was added 222,000 jobs last month, and this was reported by the Labor Department of United States. So the rapid pace of job growth reassures investors that the economy is on a strong enough footing to justify the Fed's plans to raise interest rate once more this year. So investors are now looking towards the Fed's of Chair Janet Yellen testimony on the monetary policy, as well as the US data on inflation and retail sales. So both of which are due out on Fridays, and trade data from China on Thursday. The Fed of high rates at its June meeting and stuck to its focus for one more rate hike this year, but a subtle inflation outlook has cast doubts on whether it will follow through. So here are the other major movements of some of the major currencies. So the pair GBP USD in 4-hourly chart shows us that it was fell to 1.2888 on yesterday, down 0.03%, ahead of speech by the Bank of England MPC members held in and broadband, so which may offer clues about the central bank future monetary policy issues. Meanwhile, the Euro USD was bounced off the session lows to 1.1406, up 0.06%, while EUR GBP was aided 0.07% to 0.8850. As for the Canadian dollar, the USD CAD pair was rose by 0.03% to 1.2877 as a rise in oil price failed to underpin a move higher in the oil-linked Canadian dollar. Having a tad in the commodities market, the gold price was edged lower on Monday as investors awaited the testimony from Federal Chair Janet Yellen on the state of the US economy and the Federal monetary policy outlook amid growing expectation that the Federal will raise interest rate at least once more this year. So the move lower in gold price comes amid a rise in global bond yields after the Bank of England and the European signal that ultra-low monetary policy measures may be nearing the end, so leading many analysts to believe that upside for the yellow metal remain limited. So the gold price is sensitive to move higher in both bond yields and the US dollars. A stronger dollar makes gold more expensive for holder of foreign currencies, while a rise in the United States rates so leave the opportunity cost of holding non-yielding assets such as bullion. As for the oil price, it was edged up early on Tuesday, where at $44.64 per barrel, up 24 cents or 0.5%. It was lifted in part by a strong demand outlook for the coming weeks, but overall market conditions remain weak on the back of ample supplies and a more subdued outlook for the long-term demand. So traders said the uptick in prices was in part due to healthy demand expected in the coming weeks. So the crude price are still about 17% below their 2017 opening levels, despite a deal led by the organizations of the petroleum exporting countries, the OPEC, to cut production from January. So the OPEC, along with some others producers like Russia, but excluding the United States, agreed to hold back around 1.8 million barrels per day of productions between January this year and March 2018. But however, an over 10% jump since middle of 2016 in US production to 9.34 million barrels per day, as well as rising output from Nigeria and Libya, OPEC members who were exempt from cutting have undermined efforts to tighten the market. So the OPEC was exported 25.92 million barrels per day in June, 450,000 barrels per day more than in May, and 1.9 million barrels per day more than a year earlier. So now we're gonna review the highlighted economic data that released on yesterday, as well as the highlighted data going to release today. So yesterday, China was released the consumer price index, also referred as the inflations. For June, it was at 1.5%, which is slightly lower than the expectations. That's focus of the economists. Okay, so as for today, we got no data to be focused and highlighted today. And now we're going to take a look for the technical analysis, and the first instruments we are looking at the GBP USD in 4-hourly chart. So the GBP USD was just rebound slightly soon after the European market opened, and currently the price is hovering around 1.2912. So the price currently hovering between the both moving average lines, and the both moving average line was just crossed, and referring to the MACD. The both movement line in the MACD was just narrowing, okay, and almost crossed from the bottom to top. So this means that in short term, it might probably to move slightly higher, and it is expected to move higher after the price close above the resistance level of 1.2943. So the support level we can refer back to 1.2871. As for the euro was retraced back again from the previous high or the resistance level 1.1444. So currently the price was hovering between the both moving average lines. So the both moving average line is pointing upward now. So which means the trend direction is remain pointing upward. It's just that in short term it might probably to be traded flat between the range of 1.1444 and 1.1367. This is based on the both movement line in the MACD indicator, which move flatly, alright, and the momentum is considered weak, alright. So for further direction, it is only can be determined after the price close out of the range, whether it close out from the 1.1444 resistance level or below the support level 1.136. Then only we can determine the further directions of the Euro USD. As for the Kiwi, the pair NZD USD in 4-hourly chart was show bearish signals, and the price was closed below the support level of 0.7234. So suggest that the price is probably to move further lower towards the previous low or the support level of 0.7204. So referring to the MACD also supporting for further bearish, with the both movement line is pointing downward now, and the downward momentum is growing. Alright, so the target we can aim for 0.7204, and the resistance level we can refer back to 0.7234. As for the Aussie, the AUD USD pair is continue in an uptrend, and currently it was rebounded from the previous low or the support level 0.7576 and is moving higher now. So it is moving towards the target resistance level of 0.7642. So it is suggest to move further higher after the price close above the resistance level of 0.7642, and it might probably to continue its uptrend for longer term. Comes to the Asian markets, the Japanese yen in the USD pair currently is moving higher and is testing for the resistance level of the previous high, or we can refer to 114.62. So we have to wait until the price whether to close above 114.62 of resistance level, then we only can determine for the another upward momentum for the pair. Right, so closing above 114.62, then we can expect the price to move towards the next target of resistance level at 116.4. So referring to the MACD, the both movement line and the momentum in the MACD indicator is supporting for the further upward momentum. Right. As for commodities market, the gold price fell through the previous low or the support level of 1214. So currently it was heading towards the next target support level of 1195. So referring to the MACD, both movement line is remain pointing downwards. Okay, is pointing downward, compatible with the downward momentum in the MACD window, supporting for another downward momentum for the gold price. Alright, so it is suggested to move further lower towards the next target support level at 1195. As for the oil price was moved lower after the price fell below the both moving average lines, and currently it was moving towards the next target of the support level at $42 a barrel. So it is suggested to move further lower after the price closed below the previous low of $43.80 a barrel. Alright, so it is suggested to move further lower and having a further downward momentum. That's all for my analysis to date. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the GKFXPrime logo on the screens in order to follow our updated analysis and education video. Thank you for watching.
GKFX, your global trading partner.